right, good morning, Lagos Talks, 91.3 FM. This is Sports Zone, handing over to the gentleman of Sports Zone. My name is Oluwaka Femi. Over to you. I'm out of the studio. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Go away.
You know, you're the one
We don't want to go away. We don't want to get out. You don't
You're
want
always
to.
making it's democracy.
Yes.
It's democracy day.
And that's why I'm allowing now. Majority have their
minority have their way. No,
minority have their
majority have their say.
So I've had my say now.
And
I'm giving you your way.
Out.
I've just done that.
What's that? What's that? Oh God.
Why are you being...
You don't have this in your manners. You
I
don't have
don't.
manners.
You
don't have manners.
You're only manner.
The manner. Nothing. Manners is supposed to put a singular. The manner. You go to the manner. What manner you don't have? What manner?
I am mannerless.
Exactly. Not mannerless. Mannerless. Manner can't only one manner. You have no manner.
Oh my!
We shall manage you like that. We don't have a choice.
But guys, you know the funny thing, a lot of people sit at home now, public holiday and all that, but 30 years ago today, for me the freest and fairest election, free of rancor, free of argument, free of penny tribunals, totally non-partisan, non-ethnic, non-tribal. A man, MK Abiola, the giant of Africa, won across the nation. Voted for in the south, southwest, southeast, in the north. He even beat his opponent, Tofa, in his, what's it called? You understand? You know? So, and then for reasons best known to some people, what's the word they use? Is it annulled? Annulled. For what?
MKO, Kingi B.
Do you know the option A4? There was nothing about party agents. They were transparent ballot boxes. So you could see there and then as you were putting in your votes, and people were desperate for civilian rule.
Yeah.
A lot of you guys were too young to 30 years ago. I voted. We stood in sun for hours. I was so hopeful, was so optimistic that finally we are getting rid of this monster called IBB. Yes.
Listeners, that's the voice of Sheikh. I'm not the one discussing politics.
Well, I am, Jerry. No, June 12th, that's what the holiday. Anyway, may so rest in peace. And as a man, even when he went into exile, he came back to fight for his mantle and died in prison, as we all know. So,
I know he did a declaration in Ekpe. Ekpe people, we are very important, very pivotal in Nigerian politics.
I told you, somehow you made MK Abiola's day, June 12th, about you.
No, it's just about, I'm the only Nigerian in this studio.
Anyway, but may so rest in peace.
I thought you're Ghanaian.
No, Ghanaians.
Or Togolese.
And June 12th is also a seminal day. Our own Prince of Monaco, Victor Nosai Kweba, is 50 today.
Hey.
So happy birthday, happy 50th birthday. Yes, he's 50 today, yes. Unless you can prove otherwise, Victor Nosai Kweba, and you can say what you like, and I will record you and play it for him. So go ahead, let me bring up my phone. So anything you're saying is on record. You can go ahead.
Obi will do that for you.
So Victor Nosai Kweba is 50 years old today. So God bless you, Victor. Many, many happy returns of the day, and you must celebrate it.
That's passport age, right?
Oh, whatever. That's my.
No, but why do you doubt? Before this man passed, Sami Okposo, when he celebrated his 50, a lot of people were shocked that we thought you were older than 50, so you're a small boy. I'm even older than you, so it could happen. You know.
Yeah, so Victor, and then
if you've not heard Mr. Montoshore's call, you hear it.
Then a big shout out to Kende and Omolayo Okushiji. I met Omolayo at a function on Friday. Friends,
male or female?
Mrs. Omolayo Ogunshiji. So, Mrs. So she and her husband are very big fans and all that of the show. And all the I'm not going to make it about me. They're big fans of sports. So God bless you guys. So yeah. So and I really thank the federal government for changing Democracy Day from May 29 to June 12, because it really, really means something for a certain Nigerian. I'm talking about age here. Maybe about 50 and over. June 12, 1993 really means, it really resonates. It was the freest and fairest election that has ever taken place in this country. Ever. Because every single election we've had since 1999 has been rank cross. Every single one has ended up in tribunal. Do you understand? 2015.
Jonathan didn't contest it.
Okay, yeah, he was a good man, yeah, Jonathan.
But you're talking politics, not me.
No, I know. No, I'm talking about June 12th. I'm talking about June 12th. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right.
The emperor, the conqueror, the champion, the lion is here. The emperor, the conqueror, the champion, the lion is here. The emperor, the conqueror, the champion, the lion is here. Zobu, zobu, enyimba.
I wonder why we should play this song or this on June 12th.
Why not? It's Nigerian, and everybody voted for him that day.
No, I mean, what we just played.
You've taken away the shine from the introduction now.
Ah, sorry. Let me play it again.
Please.
Yeah, what's the time of this thing?
No, please. You have to
The emperor, the conqueror, the champion, the lion is here. The emperor, the conqueror, the champion, the lion is here. Zobu, zobu, enyimba.
Good morning. Good to have you join us Monday morning. Yes, so I don't do this on a regular. So when I do it, it comes straight from the heart. And it's also from every member of Sports Zone. Reverend Sam Ikpeya, who is the national chairman, Nigeria Football Supporters Club, his wife's birthday is today, and he reached out to us as a group because he is part and parcel of us, and asked that we celebrate his wife this morning. And so we say happy birthday to Mrs. Doris Ikpeya. We do hope that your husband does the needful for you today, and everybody who's associated with you will celebrate you accordingly. So once again, happy birthday to Mrs. Doris Ikpeya. She celebrates her birthday today on a Democracy Day. If it's your birthday as well, we celebrate with you here on Sports Zone. Wish you all the very best, and hope that your days continue to be as glorious as you deem it to be. So welcome once again to the show. My name is Charles. Good morning. It's okay. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm fine. I'm well. Grateful.
You're glowing this morning.
Oh,
yeah?
really? We thank God for His mercies.
That laughter is deep from the heart.
Well, you should be wearing blue, not red.
Blue, not red. Okay.
Oh, you're an Arsenal fan, by the way, so yeah. So you can't.
I'm in London, not in Manchester. So I can wear red.
All right, so it was a very good weekend, sporting-wise. Everything that we thought should happen did happen.
Yeah.
Djokovic won, so that's
back.
Absolutely great news. And it tells you once again that the young guns in tennis, when it comes to the nitty-gritty of it, just cannot stand to be counted. Rude came and he was rudely disrupted. What's the other guy's name? Alcaraz also had a chance as well to make something of it. That didn't happen. These youngsters need to stand up and do the necessary. It's not just about being called world number one. You've got to be able to wear that toga and effectively, prosecute your ambition within the confines of the courts. But that's not the case. So once again, we celebrate the man Djokovic for his 23rd, and may his reign continue. Yes.
Yeah, I think it just continued because I saw the final game. I saw the semi-final. I thought it was a little difficult until finally sort of went past his opponent. But the final was a lot more difficult. He was gasping for air in the first. You could tell that he was really struggling. And I think that long term, maybe Djokovic is hitting that point where the decline would start. But for now, we have to celebrate what he's achieved. He's done absolutely brilliant, and 23 titles. He's equaled Serena Williams' title run. So I think that's great. This is what he's gone round 3 times at least or more. So it's looking very good. I think if you're talking about the greatest athlete, not just for his sheer power or what he does on the court, but also what he brings. Yeah, the mentality. That's it.
That's apart from his technical abilities on the ball, just the strength to call yourself back from where you have, as in, if you need any motivation or any gym drain to fight for your goals or your dreams, you just need to watch Djokovic play when he's down and out. And when I think that when you are not seeing him coming, he just speaks to, you can tell that he speaks to himself and say, oh yeah, it's time. Yeah. And I think that mentality must have been built over time, particularly when he was in the shadows of Nadal and Federer. And it has worked for him. and I'm really happy.
I'd love to be a fly on the wall. When it's not going right for Djokovic, and he takes that bathroom break.
Yeah.
What he says to himself in that dressing room.
Can you imagine?
I'd love to hear what he says.
I was arguing with somebody the other day when the person was saying that's the trick, that bathroom break. Because you look yourself in the mirror and say,
there's nothing like speaking to yourself, because no one's going to do it for you. No one's going to feel sorry for you. It's about looking at yourself in the mirror and look, you've got the ability. Go out there and get it done.
I kind of beg to differ with you guys. I mean, I'm not denigrating what Djokovic has done in any way, shape, or form, because as Femi alluded to, he's won each of the Grand Slams at least 3 times. Yeah. First player in history to do so. All about what I'm saying is that every elite athlete, every champion, do you understand, is possessed of that ability that when the chips are down.
No,
everyone.
No.
That's what that's what I used to watch.
No.
That's why every champion, everybody that ascends to the mountaintop. Nadal had it. Federer had it. You understand?
Are you talking tennis only now?
I'm talking about in any sport.
Anthony Joshua doesn't have it.
Even City.
Joshua doesn't have it.
No, I'm talking about champion. Is he a champion?
Joshua was a champion.
No, he's not now. He was a champion. I'm talking about champion. When you are a champion, every champion athlete that reigns supreme in his sport has, even City. In fairness, as much as I detest City and Pep and everything and St. Pep, because I hear now
that's why I asked you if you're talking only tennis, because at some point in time, Anthony Joshua was a champion.
Yeah, but
did he not lose to Ruiz?
Yes,
but the Ruiz loss was on the cards, Shegun. It was on the cards. We saw it coming.
No, well,
and while you're sitting there on that stool and your manager or your boxing trainer is talking to you, that's where you reach into yourself and look, it's not turning in your favor. Do something.
We're talking if Joshua was in the same category as the likes of Nadal and Federer.
How can he not be? He was a champion now.
He was a champion, but like a one-off. He's lost more than he has won. So at the end of
again, that separates these champions, because exactly. I'm saying that my position on this is particularly managing this feat back to back consistently.
That is my point. So you can't put Joshua in that category, can you?
No, you can't.
Well, he defended. No, but Joshua defended his.
And then after that, what has happened since?
Not once.
You can put Tyson Fury there.
No, but
wait, refuse to fight.
It's okay. Correct me if I'm wrong. I misunderstood. But we're talking about a Djokovic who is playing a game of tennis and is on the verge of losing.
Yes,
that's what we're talking about.
And I'm saying that every champion, everyone that reaches that level, how come?
I gave you an example of Anthony Joshua,
and
because he's been on the verge.
He's not on that level.
Yes, you're not listening to the discussion, Shegun.
What are you saying?
We're saying that when you're on the verge of losing, which is what the soccer is talking.
That was when you're losing. I came from.
And then you have that couple of seconds to talk to yourself. Anthony Joshua's been there before. He's been there.
And what happened?
I thought it's a bird.
That's what we're saying now. He doesn't have it.
He didn't have it.
And I'm saying he's not in the category of people I'm referring to. So we're saying the same
but you're
thing
saying that every champion. You're saying every champion.
I'm talking about a champion that has dominated the sport. Can Anthony Joshua?
No, but Joshua.
At some point he dominated now.
At some point, but he hasn't as dominant as Tyson Fury. No,
that's subjective also.
It's subjective.
That's subjective.
How is it subjective?
Because if I remember clearly, there was a time when Joshua was holding a number of belts for a long time. Fury didn't have anything. Fury has just one belt till now. Joshua had more than one belt.
And what has happened to those belts?
No, but how many times has Fury defended his title?
That's another thing. To be honest, he's refusing to fight.
Once.
Anyway, the point I'm trying to make here is that every dominant, let me use the word D in front of champion, every dominant champion, every champion that has dominated his sport, and I can even use City as an example. City didn't play particularly well in the FA Cup final. They just lost to a very poor United, or won against a very poor United, and against Inter. The whole world was saying, yeah, everybody was right at the end. The City were overwhelming favourites, but at the end of the Inter showed up on the day and gave them the fright of their lives. What gave them the edge was that mentality too, that okay, I'm up against it, but we will push through.
I think you're being unfair to City. I think you're being unfair to Djokovic.
No, I'm not.
Now,
I don't think so. I'm just saying that what Djokovic has, I'm just saying it's not exclusive to Djokovic. I'm saying it's exclusive it's exclusive to the likes of Lionel Messi. It's exclusive to the likes of.
Not everybody.
I don't know about the exclusive.
I'm telling
people
you,
that
it belongs to the likes of Muhammad Ali.
I'm particularly referenced. I don't know about all these other champions.
Every champion.
I'm referencing
I think
Djokovic.
it's few,
no,
because
it's not
just
every.
don't
It's
know
not
what
every.
it's
It's
all
not
about.
every.
It's not
I
everyone.
mean, Nigeria have been champions for so long, but when we are down, we just tell ourselves we don't cast. That's what we tell ourselves in the. I'm still abusing ourselves. We fall. But doesn't mean we are not champions.
Atlanta 96.
But that was a rare case.
But it happened. I give you, and we won, and we're
No, but that is one.
That's one.
We gave you the same situation with Joshua. That Joshua has won. You said not consistently. So we're saying Nigeria did one. Did we do it consistently? No.
We'll even count two.
There's,
The couple that
for
we
me,
talk about. Hey,
why I raised
bounce
that
back,
point
but-
is there's something about this one particular athlete, Djokovic. I don't know about every
I
other
think
champion.
that. Are you
He's
saying
a great
Nadal doesn't
athlete.
have it? Are you saying Nadal
Nadal doesn't have it.
Nadal
Nadal
doesn't
have
have
it.
this one that I'm
Nadal doesn't
referring. This
have
one
it.
that me I'm studying. 'Cause I'm
Nadal
actually
does not have
studying
Have
it.
you watched Nadal
Nadal
Federal finals?
does
Nadal
not have
Federal
it.
finals.
Nadal does not have it.
I disagree. I'm
Nadal
sorry.
does not have
I
it.
disagree.
Nadal
does not have it. I
doesn't.
disagree. I totally disagree. I totally disagree. Let's go.
Djokovic, I remember, I've always said this. He came in an era when Federer and Nadal were at the peak.
Yes.
And he shifted two of them, created his own space.
Yeah.
He gradually
But
He did not wait for them to be rising. He
You
were-
referred when you were reading, we were talking about him. You said age. How old is Djokovic now?
He's
36.
36.
How old are Nadal and
30, I think Nadal's 37.
how old? And Federer is over 40.
Yes.
So at the end of the
No, but I'm
age,
saying that they were at their peak. At least Federer was at his
but
peak.
he was younger. He was still younger than I was. He was.
What
And he
was
was fighting them.
He was
I mean, it's not
fighting
like he
them.
was. He just rose.
And I-
He
that's what I
fought
said.
those guys before he was able to emerge from them.
As I
So
said,
there are
it's
people
my-
who
it's my
there are
opinion, though.
players who have fought that fight between the three of these great players, and they fell apart. I've not seen what's the French guy?
Game on faith.
Is it Gasquet?
Richard Gasquet.
He had potentials to be a great player.
Stan Wawrinka. Stan
They-
Wawrinka, for example.
There are people that were fighting that time and they fell off. But this guy continued.
How about Medvedev?
They're all talented.
Songa, what's that guy? Songa, is it
they
Songa?
can't stay.
Yeah,
Songa is.
Songa
Songa
was-
is. I mean, that's-
Yeah,
He's
Songa,
no-
it's also Ibrahim
These
Ali
guys,
look
they
alike,
were in the
I bet.
same category with Djokovic, growing, like playing
Yeah,
and
but-
fighting these two
So
guys who were
among his
seemingly
sets,
dominant.
He has the
Do you
mentality.
understand? But this, he was coming. He was coming, showing up, and you can tell.
That even when Australia
You
kicked
can
him,
tell,
even when
you can
Australia
see-
kicked him out, they thought they still came
Even
back.
exactly. Even the COVID year when the world was against it, and even this one, I didn't even think he was going to win. I thought maybe Alcaraz was going to do one over him
No,
because
once
of
he
the
beat
political
Alcaraz,
situation
no, once he beat
that could have
Alcaraz,
messed
no.
up his head.
No, we
Do you
know once he beat
understand? But
Alcaraz, that was it.
he
That was it, man. It was,
I'm-
it was-
I-
He's a true example of staying strong to your belief,
Him.
physically and mentally, and I must give him that.
yeah.
I must give him that.
All I'm
it's
saying,
a- it's a
all
model
I'm
in that
saying
regard.
is that at the end of the day, that monster mentality is what you have to have
yes.
as a champion.
Yes.
As an
You have to
athlete.
learn to have it.
You
It's
have-
not
you have
a-
to have it.
That's when you
Another
put it
thing-
when you put it that way.
Yes.
Yes.
So
When you
it's-
put it that way,
another
but that
thing
it's
has
in
is Andy Murray.
every champion. No.
No, well, Andy Murray has it. Oh, Andy Murray has it. Andy Murray, considering his physical limitations, how many of
Yeah,
the
but he came back to win only a couple of
wait. How many
ATPs.
after Djokovic, Nadal, and Federer? Who else in that generation has the most titles, Grand Slams? Nobody is anywhere near Murray. In fact, because Murray, and can you compare, in terms of talent, can you compare Murray to any of those? Just mentality. Mentality to get him through, to be able to battle these guys who are at their peak at that time. I'm not saying he's as good as they were, but that mentality is there. And for me, as I said, I agree 100% that Djokovic has that's what the likes of LeBron James has now. To still be playing at the top of his game at his age. How old is LeBron James? 38 now or something? Been playing, yes, he's been playing for 18 years in the I almost say Premier League, in the NBA.
It's kind of difficult personally for to determine truly how someone can have a championship attitude when it's a team sport. And I never really like to single out one person and say that this person exclusively. We like to use those terms. Maradona won for Napoli, their very first Serie A title and everything. But when Maradona came to Napoli, he said, look, these are the people that I need to be in this squad if we're going to have any kind of success. So it's not usually down to just one person when it comes to team sport, in my opinion, really.
No chance.
You've got to have
So just
some
to kind
kind
of
of help.
So just to correct, Stanislas Wawrinka also won as many Grand Slam titles as Andy Murray.
Okay,
And the
fair.
man just has 3.
But
Wawrinka has 3 too.
It's
no,
just 3.
Murray has 5.
No,
3.
3.
Check.
Three, I just checked.
Just 3 Grand
Just
Slams.
three
Yes.
Grand Slams.
Well, whatever. To
3.
get those 3
It's
in.
not about. I think he just won 2 surface.
46 singles
to
titles.
surface.
There's no,
And
there's no
Well,
comparison.
Wawrinka won 3 Grand Slam titles.
The
Three
thing, the
difference.
point I want to make here is that Charles makes it that in the team sport it's difficult to have one person that is a standout. But then
No. Stand out. You can always have someone who stands out.
Or
But to have one person,
I
to
want-
say that one person exclusively won a championship for the team, I'll never agree with that.
nobody can say that, but you can have that one person that is like the catalyst. That without that one person, that team would probably not have done it.
I agree. But
I-
usually when the narrative comes through, it's always that Maradona exclusively, single-handedly. That's a term that we see all the time.
That's
And
a bit-
nobody can do
But
that.
there's something called there's the chemical term called a catalyst.
Catalyst, yes.
It's a catalyst without.
But catalyst, using the word catalyst and
Messi-
single-handedly,
Messi-
they're not the same thing.
They're
though.
not the same
Uh-huh.
thing. So single-handed is wrong. So Messi in 2022 was a catalyst for. Without Messi, Argentina probably wouldn't have won the World Cup. In my opinion, same thing with Maradona in '86.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't think so. If you have taken Messi out of that team, I don't think Argentina would have gone all the way to the final.
That's the-
Anyways, the reason
think about it.
I actually brought up that I'm just trying to encourage somebody. I feel like my mind needs to encourage somebody. this
Yeah,
morning
I agree
about-
with that part. Yeah,
About
yeah.
the fact that you have to keep going.
Mm.
I know that the odds are stacked against you now, but keep pushing, keep going. There's something on the other side for you.
No, definitely. Like somebody driving into a fuel station with 5,000 in his pocket. Also feel it's like just sit there and believe. Now money will do for you.
How about
That's-
Shego? How about-
That's what apples
how
and
about-
oranges.
I mean, never a clearer example of apples and oranges. Come on,
Just believe.
come on.
You regard this. Sit down for queue. You are let
You
them-
don't stay in your garage and call Jesus Christ to come and turn water to petrol.
That's sheer mentality, man.
But it is possible. You could be driving into a filling station and you see somebody who recognizes you and says, my guy, how
Give am for it, give am for it.
and then fill that guy tank, fill that guy
Giving
tank.
somebody
It
a new
happens.
idea. You're
It
giving
happens,
somebody a new
man.
idea.
I've-
You're
It
giving
happens.
somebody a new
I've-
That's the
idea.
definition of the miracle.
It happens.
Yes.
It
I've been to
happens.
several petrol stations. They never happen to
They
me.
don't like you.
Keep going, keep going.
It
He
happens.
just might.
It
You didn't
happens.
introduce yourself now.
If I had to introduce myself, then
I mean, when Joseph was on the show, he always came up with stories about how he go to a bar and people would buy him drinks. So yeah, it can happen to you as well.
Did you actually believe everything Joseph used to tell us? I'm just saying.
I trust my guy.
I saw what you did, Jay. Quickly, why they called him and said,
But one of the most embarrassing things that my people do to me, especially if I go out and everything, they start grabbing me. Don't you know this guy? Especially to ladies, they now look at me and
No.
say no. They think that he's on TV. This guy, why you believe me? Because I'm going to bed looks at you. I've never seen this guy I've never seen. I don't know him from Anna.
No, but when they show you up to a woman and she says she doesn't know you, that can be understandable.
It's just annoying.
But when they show you up to a guy
God,
and he looks at you like, who is he?
Who is he? Did he claim he's on TV? I beg. It's so. I beg.
Oh, goodness me.
Leave me be.
Anyway, welcome people. Let's read out the numbers for today. I wish we could just have an extra 30 minutes. Kaidi, what do you think? Just to add up. No, I mean extra to make it 10 o'clock. Democracy Day. Let's enjoy the dividends.
I had to give us. Yeah, why not? Let's relate with our day. Let them share. Let Obina read the numbers. Obina read out the numbers very well last week.
I don't have my knife with me. Obina.
I know you don't like the numbers. But the numbers to call 0809-234-5913. Our women only line 0809-191-3913. We also have 0809-222-0913. Landlines 01-515-0913 and 515-1913. You can tweet at us at Lagos Talks 913 with the hashtag Sports Zone.
Okay, now you can leave your bedroom.
All right.